Bomas of Kenya, where my colleague Sophia Wanuna is standing by. Sophia, how are the preparations at the Bomas of Kenya?
Thank you very much, James Smart. Indeed, we are live at the Bomas of Kenya. We have less than 24 hours to go to Kenya's historic election, Kenya's biggest election yet, where the eyes of the world are watching. And indeed, as tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., polling stations, over 30,000 of them, are expected to open around the country. The voting process will go on, and the official closing time of polling stations is 5 p.m. And as they close, that is what will trigger activities here at the National Election Tallying Center, because the presiding officers from all the polling stations around the country will be sending the results to 3 centers simultaneously: the Constituency Tallying Center, the County Tallying Center, as well as here, the National Tallying Center. It's a beehive of activity here. It's all systems go. Of course, the results are being transmitted using mobile phones, and of course the mobile service providers that have been commissioned by the IEBC, having set up masts here at the Bomas of Kenya to ensure that the process is flawless, that the results are transmitted, and they will be relayed live. And there's even a website, vote.iebc.or.ke, that anybody with an access to a computer can go into that website and also look at the results as they stream in. So the first ballot papers are smart that will be counted across the country, and the results will first be relayed is for the presidential race. Of course, it's a crucial one. It's all about who will be Kenya's 4th president. The next ones to be counted will be that of the National Assembly MP. County rep will then follow, and then senator, woman rep, and the last count will be for the gubernatorial race, and those results will be announced. It is from here at the Bomas of Kenya that Ahmed Hassan, the IEBC chairman, will be announcing who Kenya's next president will be. But that, of course, if there is a decisive winner at the end, after the results, of course, are all counted, we now know there is a new constitutional threshold that for one to be elected president, they have to attain a certain level. But a quick update today here at the Bomas of Kenya: in just about 2 hours or so, there will be a press conference which will be airing live on KTN. The IEBC will be here. Also, the Inspector General, David Kimayo, will be here. And this is one of the last briefings we'll be getting. Of course, the IEBC chairman, Ahmed Hassan, will be expected to tell Kenyans about the material deployment, how far have they gotten to all the polling stations, are there any challenges they are facing so far. So we'll be hearing that from him as we head to the election just hours away, as I mentioned. And of course, the all-important security issue, and of course, going with what happened in 2007, this is an issue that everybody wants to hear. Has enough been done? Have enough measures been put in place to ensure that it's a safe, it's a secure election? So the Inspector General of Police also will be here. Police officers are around. This place has been guarded. As you come in, you're being frisked, so nothing even here is being left to chance. So he'll also be briefing Kenyans on the security measures that have been put in place. Of course, in the past, in press conferences when he spoke, and he has said that especially in those hotspots that they've already identified, there will be more deployment. There will be heavier deployment than other regions. About 99,000 police officers in total are going to be deployed around the country in this election. So we are here, we are standing by. As soon as that press conference begins, we will be bringing it to you live. Back to you, James Smart.
Sophia Wanuna there at the Bomas of Kenya. The country's focus will be shifting to the Bomas of Kenya after we finish voting. Sophia, that is a very key, central, key place for us. Thank you very much for that update and giving us the preparations there. Right now, I'd like to take you over to Kisumu, where my colleague Fred Omulo is standing by. Fred, if you can hear me, the preparations, everyone has been looking forward to this election across the country. Definitely. How is the situation in Kisumu, Fred?
The situation in Kisumu, so far, things are a little bit calm. Today we've actually visited a number of places, and we can confirm that the IEBC materials have already arrived in the various counties around here. In Kisumu, all the constituencies have actually received all the ballot boxes and the ballot papers and all the materials relating to the whole election process. What hasn't been done yet is the distribution from the constituency headquarters to the various polling stations within each constituency. That is what will also take place today. Apart from that, there are a few other things taking place, like prayers by different denominations, etc.
All right, Fred, just one final question for me. In terms of the security preparations and the likes, if you like, this is, historic elections, if you like. We saw just the other day, the last campaign, Prime Minister Raila Odinga and his opponent, Uhuru Kenyatta, campaigning in Kisumu at the same time. What do you feel? What's your gut feeling going to this election in terms of security preparations, in terms of the people preparedness for this election, if you like?
Well, the situation here, as far as security is concerned, there has been a massive deployment of security agencies around here. You have everything within the police, so you have the administration police, the regular police, the GSU are here. We've seen a number of KWS officers as well as prisons officers deployed in different places, especially the hotspots such as Kondele, Kibuye area, the main bus park. They're patrolling in vehicles. And at the same time, we had Inspector General of the Police, David Kimayo, coming in this week to reassure the residents here that as long as they don't engage in any unlawful activity, then the police force will not crack down on them in the manner that happened in 2007, 2008, after the post-election, during the post-election violence, sorry. So as far as security is concerned, we have a lot of a strong security agency presence. I think even they are keen to ensure what happened last time does not happen again. At the same time, we also have local leaders, various stakeholders, NGOs preaching peace. There's hardly a week that goes by before you hear there's a peace campaign, a peace concert. Even the candidates, the various candidates for the various political seats have had to co-opt peace messages into their campaigns so that they can just create that atmosphere that can ensure a peaceful election takes place.
Fred Omulo in Kisumu, good to hear those peace messages and good to hear that everything is going on up to plan. The IEBC and the preparedness is also up to scratch. Thank you very much. We'll be coming back to you in the course of our coverage. Choice 2030 is you're watching.